coming in with this one right here. We got the Mojo plugged in with Fumez the Engineer, especially Mojo being plugged in with the Fumez the Engineer. We got a Fumez the Engineer and just one of the guys, the Mojo guys. And then he's definitely plugged in. You got a plugged in one, like a plugged in one with the whole Fumez. So we got the whole Fumez, especially with the whole thing. And we know how these just Fumez, these engineers be going. Like they be having that like paddock thing, like some stretch. Like they be really stretching some viewpoints, but especially coming from Mojo and him having his whole he's plugged in, like he got the whole plugged in.
Trust me, free my nigga. Trust me, we outside. Let me tell you the truth, they ain't handling me. Two got dropped, they ain't handling free. Roll side me and TY damaging needs. London filled with the savages beat. I put my phone on airplane mode. I'm ready to go, don't let me tell you the truth, they ain't handling me. Two got dropped, they ain't handling free. Roll side me and TY damaging needs. London filled with the savages beat. I put my phone on airplane mode. I'm ready to.
Ooh, Landon Phil with it. And then he said already two got dropped, and you know they can't they not even on his point of like of the stack of view that he's on. Like they not on what he's on, like he's on something else, like some more like delusional stuff that people probably don't even like want to get into. Like a lot of people don't want to get into certain things, and you probably ain't on that view, like that view major point.
Let me tell you the truth, they ain't handling me. Two got dropped, they ain't handling free. Roll side me and TY damaging needs. London filled with the savages beat. I put my phone on airplane mode. I'm ready to go, don't lack in the streets. Yeah, I singing no battery needs. In the studio spitting no battering beats. New gun man aim and speed, make my man be like forensic cleaner. Caught him and taught him, I listen like a teacher. Gun smoke looking like a just blow C-shot. Got gun, couldn't hold these shots like a keeper. A8 saw him, made my man freeze up. Fed me blades to the fat boy eat up. Glock just come with a extended clip. This trigger too sensitive. The way I've been scoring in the field, I should have been in the premiership. Blood eat up, Glock just come with a extended clip. This trigger too sensitive. The way
Ooh, it came with extended clip, and you know this extended is too.
Just come with a extended clip. This trigger too sensitive.
And this trigger is too sensitive. So hey, like hey, especially when it comes to that quickness, that quick bopping. Like hey, some people got them quick hands, like they say, that bopping things. Especially when it comes to them bopping things, them things is internal, especially when it comes to them boppings.
Couldn't hold these shots like a keeper. A8 saw him, made my man freeze up. Fed me blades to the fat boy eat up. Glock just come with a extended clip. This trigger too sensitive. The way I've been scoring in the field, I should have been in the premiership. Blood trauma shifting quick. PTSD for the things I did. Rolling shotgun controlling, try smoking but it jammed on him. I hate that his life got the best of me. I fell in love with getting that nicks. I splashed my man giving PTSD. The way I scarred him, he remembers me. I ching man down with tea and I ain't cocky with my expertise. And I just got dots with some smarties, call it Siani the way that it beats. I've been plugged in with before plugged in. If bro touching, then I gotta jump in. Toolist cutting them, dance cutting, Lil E cutting, yeah we all cut skin. Sister been past, I can swear to you that we all fucked it. BH you work in a salon, go up, the way you touch wigs. Rolling, pissed it jammed. Could've been strawberry jamming his clothing. If I'm in a 4-door truck, see ops on the road, they're pissed, I'm bowling. Man, wet sand down on the mirror, and I left my driver petrified. All these guys are not got a school will piling up, so they stay inside. I got bands all cutting, that's why I hate my baby, we're spending time. I'm a broad day banger, I do the work so quick and swiftly. And have faith they weren't on camera, me and Dammer, I got the whoosh. Now man serving shots like a
Ooh, and he got the whoosh, and you know everything else too, you know. Especially coming from that whole side, like, hey, you a broad day whoosher, and everything else, like, ooh, this, like, it really stands out, like, it stands out, and the verbals and all this other stuff that's going on, like, so whooshy, so, like, hey, like they say, it might be washed out, like, everything that's going on, like, might be really delusional washed.
We're spending time. I'm a broad day banger. I do the work so quick and swiftly. And have faith they weren't on camera. Me and Dammer, I got the whoosh. Now man serving shots like a trapper. On vote, stand got smoke. Why did I act like it don't matter? We dropped them, so my ops start teaming. This is Steve, the pagan sleeping. Two got dropped, we're squeaking. Like the zoo and the mothers are grieving. Till shot tagging my Rambo bleeding. Screaming when I shoved it deep in. And then feel demon me feeding. I don't get chances, I far from lenient. Clash that gate, so I nearly got hit. I drove for free with the fuck got paid. Me and T.Y. went satin, man, I was satin. Try to put him in graves. And we're taller than hell on earth. On the kill street to catch more K. All my life, he ain't no savage. If you need drugs in your system to drill. Where to be H with him and then trying to react how got killed. My man got Jordan full of feels. Had a look in them frightened feel. We're winning this beef going 2-0 up. If we drop.
Ooh, hey, like hey, it's coming from the side of the sidelines. Hey, but hey, hey, like they say, you got all type of stuff going on, especially from the whole thing like coming through and the burners. Like they say, you got them burners. Make sure you gotta keep them burners, them extra like burners that you don't even use and you get rid of. Like, whew, especially when it just everything else is just total delusional, like the way it's coming and everything else.
And we're taller than hell on earth. On the kill street to catch more K. All my life, he ain't no savage. If you need drugs in your system to drill. Where to be H with him and then trying to react how got killed. My man got Jordan full of feels. Had a look in them frightened feel. We're winning this beef going 2-0 up. If we draw more than the victory sealed. Ice, 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 ice.
Fumez, the engineer.
Coming from this whole thing right here, though, with Mojo and everything else, and just coming from the plugged in, like we had something Virgil, but especially coming from this whole thing right here, but coming from the engineer, especially Mojo. Mojo was plugged in, like the way he was just putting his whole definition and everything else, but especially coming from the plugged in, like just coming from this whole thing, but he was definitely plugged in, but especially coming from this whole thing right here and the Fumez, the engineer. So we had something. We had something just coming through this, but make sure you guys definitely tune in, everything else, and it's coming from this one right here. Make definitely tune in with this right here because he was plugged in. He was plugged in, but make sure you guys like, comment, everything else, and just with this.